We're going to take a look at the 4 major common mistakes you're making when it comes to structure in the market. I'm going to start off with reading incorrect structure breaks. Now, if you're not reading your structure correctly, this can lead to many losing trades, frustration, even blowing your capital. So let's talk about how we look at structure. I'm going to show you exactly where you're going wrong and what you need to change to understand structure correctly. So when you're reading structure breaks, you need to be looking at the bigger picture, and stay tuned, keep watching, because the next common mistake is that bigger picture. If we look at this move here, I'm going to take this as a bearish example with swing structure. We have a push down the market, a pullback to make a lower high. We then run to break this low, which is a break of structure to the downside, giving us a new bearish move in the market. Now we have a trading range from this high to this low, and it's important that you understand a trading range in the market. It's that current move. Now, when we have a trading range, you want to mark out that 50% area, which will be around about here. Above is going to be my area of premium, and below is going to be your area of discount. Now, when you're selling, you will be selling in premium. When you're buying, in discount. Now, obviously, when we're seeing this swing move down, you're looking for price to pull back into a premium area and to sell from an area of supply or imbalance in the market. But what many of you are doing, and what you're doing incorrectly here, is you're reading structure wrong. And you're finding from this low, we have a new low in the market, and as price moves away, we make a pullback and make a new higher low. And this then breaks structure. And you've seen previous videos, perhaps on YouTube, and you've seen where somebody has shown you this, and it's a valid break of structure for you to then start buying in the market. You're seeing this as a valid reversal for a new move to pull back to an area of demand, to look to buy, to continuation of a new bullish trend. But this is wrong. And this is where you're going to lose in the markets and have losing trades. Now, if you are already making this mistake, perhaps leave a comment below and just let us know where you've been going wrong with your structure in the market. Now, the correct procedure here is understanding the bigger picture, which is going to be the trading range from this high to this low. Okay, so we have this swing move to downside. We're looking for the swing pullback, and this is why this area of demand is going to fail, because we're looking for a sell, okay, out of premium prices to run lower to break that structure once again. Understanding the bigger picture and reading your structure breaks in the market correctly. So if you're just focusing on this one area of price, seeing this break of structure to look to buy the market, that is where you're going to lose. Okay, so you need to be looking at the bigger picture and reading those structure breaks correctly. So talking of the bigger picture, let's move over to the next slide, where I'm going to demonstrate why it's important always having that bigger picture and those higher time frames. So if you've been ignoring the bigger picture, this is for you right now. If you're not using the higher time frames and you're basing your information on a single time frame, that's potentially why you're losing in the market. Structure is key only if you apply it correctly. So again, if you're not looking at the structures correctly and you're not using the bigger picture, so we're now going to go through those 2 common mistakes together. To start with, is going to give you many losing trades. So we have 2 sections in front of you. We have this area to the left, which let's look at this as a potential daily time frame. And the bit in the circle is looking at a reversal area, let's say a 4-hour or 1-hour time frame. Now you're potentially basing all your information off the lower time frame. You're not looking at the bigger picture, and you're looking to just trade that lower time frame, which is all good if you understand what's happening with the bigger picture now. So if you're just trading this lower time frame here in this circle, and you've seen price coming down, pulling back, make a lower low in the market, and reverses, breaking structure, leaving an area of demand. We then pull back to an area of demand inside discount, we break structure again, and we see the start of a new bullish trend. So if you're looking at the lower time frame, you're expecting a continuation to be bullish. So you've looked to place an entry at this area of demand, a buy limit order. The market's come down, it's triggered you in, and continued to run through, and you've been stopped out. You were looking for the continuation of this trend, and it didn't work out. And you're left scratching your head, not understanding why, again, the markets have been against you. frustration kicks in. You're potentially losing more money. You can revenge trade on the next trade, using more of your capital, losing even more. So stop that. Step back. Look at the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture here? The bigger picture is going to be that the daily time frame here is on a major swing pullback. So this is a pullback in the market after we broke structure. Looking at this is our trading range. We have our area of premium above. In this area of potential supply, that's where price pulls back to continue to run the week low. Now what you're seeing here is a bullish trend on the pullback of this swing move, but the bigger picture, you're always looking for this move down to pull back into this area of supply, what we see here, to continue to run down for this low. So if you're not looking at the bigger picture and you're just focusing on the lower time frame, that's why you're having more losing trades. Let's just take all this back. So once more, we have the bigger picture and reading the correct breaker structure. Yes, reading this move here is correct, but you're reading it in the wrong location. You can look to take a buy down here. Okay, so if you're looking to buy this market, let's say, absolutely fine. You can see this first breaker structure. We're pulling back to demand. You can look to buy here to run up to break this high, as long as the entry is inside this swing move and we're below discount. If you're buying at discount pricing, expecting this move up, absolutely fine. But let's say this move down is now inside premium pricing, then that is when you should not be looking to trade it. So there's an example when you can use this for an entry model, but making sure you still understand the bigger picture. Because if you ignore that bigger picture, that's when you will have more losing trades. So now let's look at the third common mistake I'm finding people doing in their trading when it comes to structure. If you are forcing trend lines, that's when you're going to have losing trades. Again, we need to be looking at our correct structure breaks. We need to be making sure you understand the bigger picture and the higher time frames. So the bigger picture here is this is a swing move in the market. We have a swing pullback and we continue to run and break structure. If you haven't seen the bigger picture and you're ignoring this break of structure here, and all you're seeing is this smaller move in the market where we see this break of structure, a pullback, another continuation, another break of structure, and then you see a push higher with a reversal of structure back to the upside, this is where you may be thinking this is now a full trend reversal. Again, you're forcing a trend line to add it to an area of the chart to go with where you're expecting price to go. You're just assuming this is now a valid trend line because you've seen that break of structure reversing the trend. But you forgot to look at the bigger picture, which is again, our major swing move in the market is pulling back. Now that swing move is going to pull back to the potential major trend line, which is this move here off these two swing points. And that comes when you're marking up a trend line. I suggest you look for really 3 valid swing points. So if you see what happens here, we have a drop, pullback, break of structure, major drop, another pullback, and then another break of structure. And that's where if you was looking for buy at this area of demand, just reading this area, that's where you're gonna have another losing trade. Now, when you've seen this, you have 1, 2, 3 touches of the trend line. You can mark this trend line out, look for the pullback. With this move, we come into areas of supply, into premium prices as well, off the trend line. Then you can look for your trade to run for that low. And that is when you're not forcing trend lines. If you're just looking to force a trend line to take a trade with this move here, which again, it's more of an internal move. And yes, you could look to trade these in the right way. Again, how? Previously, we just went through, okay, when we saw this is a breaker structure, this is our high, this is our range low, this is our 50% area, so our area of premium. If we saw price breaking here, then pulling back to this area of demand, still inside discount pricing, then we could buy up to that trend line, which is your major trend line you'd have drawn into premium prices, into the areas of supply with that bigger picture. So hopefully you're starting to see how everything will link together. These common mistakes is what I'm seeing you make over and over. Now this is helping you so far, and these are common mistakes you're making. Then do drop a comment below and let me know this is where you've been struggling, and this is going to help you much better in your trading when it comes to structure the market. Now the last and major common mistakes I'm finding many of you doing, and that is trading against structural breaks. Now you might not understand what I mean here, but once I go through, you'll see perhaps a mistake that you've been doing very, very often in your trading. So again, we've got two sections here I'm going to go through on this slide. I'm going to demonstrate to you how this can happen within this move up in this market, where you potentially the structural area in the market by, again, reading it incorrectly and not looking at the bigger picture. You're going to see how everything links together here. So once again, if you're just looking at this move here in the market to the upside, you are looking to go bullish. You haven't seen this major structural break, and you're looking at this previous low holding price with an area of demand, and you're looking for price to run high. And you start to see a bullish trend coming out. And when you see price get to this area, you see a small pullback where you're going to find this is going to happen. And you're seeing price making a downwards pullback. We shift out bullish, but then we break through and you have a losing trade. But again, you see another higher low, break of structure again, and you take another buy and you have another losing trade. Now, perhaps you haven't seen it yet, but hopefully you did. Right here is reading the structure incorrectly. Why? Because we had a higher low form with a break of structure, and overall the swing structure here was breaking this low. Okay, and that's your swing pullback into areas of supply into premium, and you're expecting for price to run this low. This is just a run on liquidity as we see that pullback. And again, that's reading that structure right there incorrectly. And that's where you need to understand the bigger picture. So the bigger picture on this one was this major swing move with a continuation as we come out of this previous lower high. But if you're looking at this larger diagram to the left, you've got a swing move to the upside, pull back, break of structure, pull back, break of structure. You've seen a bullish trend. We then have a reversal here to the downside, breaking structure. Like I said, you may have been looking at this area of demand, expecting a continuation to run to this high. But when you see price breaking this low, it's going to create a new strong high. We're going to have this as our trading range, which means we're looking for a pullback, okay, into premium prices, into areas of supply and demand, or an area of imbalance. Now you can see in this example, we don't even get to premium. And very often you'll see this with a strong trend. And this is going to show us that continuation when we start seeing this occurring at this pullback area. So one, you've made a mistake here by not realizing this break of structure. So you've gone into this move as we continue to push higher, expecting a continuation to run this high again. And that's where you're finding these buy trades and you're taking losing trades. Then the other mistake you're going to make is not realizing that this was in fact was a push down on a swing break out of this area. There's your pull back to new area of supply inside this trading range to continue to sell out here to run this low. So when you start seeing this price action, you need to make sure you're reading it correctly, and you need to be making sure you are not trading against structural breaks on the bigger picture, the higher time frame. So to sum everything up, those major common mistakes, make sure you're reading those structural breaks correctly. Make sure you're always looking at the higher time frame, the bigger picture. Don't force your trend lines, and make sure that you're never trading against structural breaks, and you will do just fine. Now make sure you go and watch the next video coming up in this playlist where we go through those areas of supply and demand where you're potentially going wrong with those common mistakes as well, and what you should be doing.